Introducing the beautiful Yule coloring book. Pagans celebrate the seasons and nature, and sometimes the year is broken down into sabbats and esbats, with seasonal celebrations to mark the turning of the wheel of the year. There are many seasonal pagan books that can be used for coloring during celebrations, and for kids, coloring is a great way to help them engage with the subject. Celebrate the pagan origins of Christian holidays. If you are interested in taking a trip down memory lane and learning more about paganism, then you will love the books in this section. Many of the popular Christmas and Easter celebrations can be traced back to pagan rituals and celebrations. The 12 days of Christmas, for example, are thought to stem from ancient Germanic traditions, while the Easter bunny and Easter eggs are pagan symbols of fertility. Norse pagan books. The Norse sagas are a wonderful source of information for anyone interested in pre-Christian beliefs and practices. They provide a fascinating insight into the Viking world, and some of the books in this section offer an introduction to this fascinating period of history. If you are just dipping your toes into the world of paganism, then this section has some great books for beginners. There are books on general paganism, Wicca, shamanism, and more. These books will give you a great introduction to the many different paths of paganism. Help your child discover more about Yule, the Yule coloring book. If you are interested in exploring the pagan origins of Christmas, then this coloring book is a great place to start. Packed with facts and pictures, kids will delight in learning more about the history of this festive holiday. This is a great gift for any children who are interested in paganism and the ancient beliefs of our ancestors. These coloring books are the perfect way to get your kids interested in history while having fun at the same time. And best of all, they don't even have to know that they are learning.
After a powerful quake hit the island of Java this week, a network of local Christians raced to help. When Denny Tarragon arrived in the remote village of Gasol, the earthy smell of wet soil assaulted his senses. The sound of ambulance sirens permeated the air. Cars and motorcycles filled the narrow dirt roads. As the Indonesian Christian aid worker looked around, he saw blue makeshift tents lined with mats and blankets that were full of earthquake survivors, including children and the elderly. What he also saw, smiles on the villagers' faces. The people are strong enough to survive this, said Tarragon, who took a 10-hour car ride from his hometown of Yogyakarta to Cianjur, the regency where Gasol is located, on Wednesday. Most of them just don't know what to do after this, he said. For now, they think that they need help from the government and other disaster relief agencies. While it is common in the United States for churches to engage in disaster relief, in Indonesia most humanitarian aid is provided by government agencies, international NGOs, and Muslim aid groups. It is only in the past several years that Indonesian churches have started to engage in disaster relief, said Effendi Aratonang, the Indonesia country director for Food for the Hungry and secretary of the executive team of Jakonkries, the Christian Community Network for Disaster Management in Indonesia. Engaging the aftermath when the 5.6 magnitude earthquake occurred on Monday morning, Aratonang, Reagan, and other members of Congress kicked into action. Made up of Indonesian non-profits and churches, the team called for a coordination meeting to begin identifying needs and figuring out who could provide assistance. A Mennonite group showed up to provide clean water. About 10 doctors and 20 nurses from a Christian. Continue reading. Thanks for watching. Meet the Black Jesus. The African Jesus is depicted as a dark-skinned man with curly hair. The Black Jesus coloring book is the first book in a series of coloring books that uses African cultural imagery. Each coloring book features a different African culture and its myths. The